fix that. There we go. Hello everyone, nice to see you, nice to see you. I said that I was ready. I'm a liar, apparently. Should stop telling so many lies. Alright, here we go. So, I'm just gonna grab my tea, and I will be right with you guys. Okay, excellent. I am back. I just had a realization. So while I am most used to these black gloves being associated with tattoo artists, I just remembered that in overdramatic pulp fiction movies and cartoons, evil scientists and surgeons would have black neoprene gloves. So I thought that was fascinating. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing today, I have been working on these fellows outside of the stream. Usually I make a rule of not painting any minis that started on the stream outside of the stream. Hello, Wolf Parable. Hello, Mikey, if I didn't already say hello to you. And, oh, there's another one there. Hello, Tashi. Oh, nice to see you, Tashi. I don't know if I've seen you in the streams in a very long time. Unless maybe you've been lurking. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So let's see here. Work on the zoom. Boop, boop. So yeah, so I've been really just trying to, like, slam away at these guys. To try and get them at least to a point where I can put them on the table and I say I'm done. But what I'm going to be working on today, amongst many things, there's a lot of things I need to get done, but one of the things I want to try and do is I want to try and get these guys' plasma rifles looking real glowy. And so there's a really cool tutorial I saw that really ups the glow effect. And so it just and luckily it just involves 3 paints, so I'm going to be doing that there. It requires fluo green, just any black color that you might have, and a pure white. So I think I'll try it with the maybe with the smallest pistol I've got here. Because, like, I've watched, like, the tutorials, like, the official GW Remarkable. So, hopefully, we can do something cool. And let's find out how this works out. The tutorial I was watching, do I still have the tab up? Hopefully I do. No, that's Forge Father stuff. Nope, not seeing that there. Let's pull. Let's see if I can find it up here. It was a plasma gun tutorial. No. Do. I think it was a Google search. Plasma gun tutorial. Here we go. Yeah, it came from Pete the Wargamer. So for
Plus
anyone,
weapons. Oh, so the
no, I don't want that. Come on. So if anyone is interested in that tutorial, this is what I'm going to be referencing. Why can't I click enter? Come on, get in there. What is this? Come on. There we go. The chat button won't work for me. There we go. It's all good, Tashi. No worries, no worries. There's never any expectation for anyone to be attending the streams. It was a very pleasant surprise because I'm well aware that I am quite late for anyone who is in Europe and Asia. All right. Well, let us begin. So I'm going to take one of the smallest sharp tip brushes I've got. I'm going to take this here. And so what we want to do is we want to go in the recesses, and we just want to try and get in there. Ooh, I might have to use some flow improver for this. Because obviously white is a really tricky paint to work with, just given how chalky it is. And I think I'm actually also going to have to need to use my magnifying glass. I haven't had to use that forever. That's exciting. Alright. Alright. I wonder, can I get you guys to look through it with me? So I'm going to be looking like that. I mean, that's certainly larger. Let's give that a shot. And just a little bit of a wet brush there. Grab some of that infamous white paint. You can see I don't really have much of a tip there. There we go. So yeah, so we just want to get that in there. And it looks like the water is actually helping us here. That's wonderful. Hey! Good day there, Gruffy Bears. How's it going, buddy? Pardon the weird camera right now. You're actually looking through my magnifying glass. Oh, you know what? Having some extra light would probably be helpful there. You guys will not have to look through that for much longer. I wonder, am I able to look through that like that? Does that help me? Not a terrible lot. Alright. I'm so sorry about this. I promise you it will end shortly. Also, I might end up having a phone call coming in. Something I'm expecting just in the mail. So if that happens, I'll just mute you guys. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Oh man, that was hideous. Oh well, that's fine. We're gonna go over it later, so we're not too worried about that. Alright, cool. So what we're doing here, it's like the scene from Toy Story 2 with the repair guy. You know, that's a good analogy. Alright, so I've got that over there. Let's fix that lighting, because my lighting is definitely horrendous right now. We're gonna go like that. There we go. Alright, cool. So, no, not quite. You know, maybe I should just turn the lighting off. It's pretty bright today. Fix that focus. Is it too focused right now? Is that what's happening? Okay, perfect. Bam. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to do that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this, one of my favorite fluo colors, because this is actually proper fluorescent in that it will glow. So when I go over some of these, Space Marines, for example, you can see this guy's got glowing eyes. So this is actually going to have two impacts. One is it's a very bright and powerful green. It's such a satisfying scene. What's a satisfying scene? Oh, like the toy repair in the movie. I was thinking scene like scenery. I understand. Alright, cool. So I'm going to take our glowy radioactive paint. And what we're going to do here is we're going to wet our brush. Try to get that tip in there again. Perfect. And from what I recall him saying in the tutorial, and you know what, it's easy enough that I can just mute the tab and go rewatch. So he starts off, he does the whites, and yeah, so he's only going in all the recesses. Oh, the hair. Gross. Too scary. This guy's gun is going to look terrible. But, that's how it happens with your first one, so that's why I'm just using the pistol. But we're starting to see a little bit more of a radioactive glow effect, which is nice and cool. I'm realizing I can just go and just like blotch this on because the paint's a little runny right now. Just gonna do a little bleed over here, just to try and sell that it is like a light effect. Gun. And then, so what they were saying in the tutorial too is after you've done that, like right in the areas where the glow would be the most powerful, so closest to the center and the source, what we're going to want to do is we're actually going to want to just like very lightly go in and try to get in between the coils again. Oh man, there's some strong capillary action going on there. Alright. Let's see if I can like drain some of that there. Or at the very least, just in the top parts. Just really try to resell that. Well, that happens. That's fine. But what they wanted to do after that is to further add to the effect with a very small amount of black. Basically, this brush is pretty botched. So that's a good brush to use. We want to use a botched brush. basically just oof, no, that is too strong. I'm gonna do that. But basically we're just gonna darken it on the top. And that should create the effect that the glow is stronger due to the contrast of it. But this one is too glowy, too strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of a darker green. And similarly to what I did with the black, I'm going to take that brush that I was just using, get all the water out of it, and we're going to basically dry brush it a little bit. This part wasn't part of the tutorial. This is just like how you would correct something like this. And then we're going to go over, and just by brushing over it like that, now we can see that the glow is only on the inside. I'll adjust the focus there. So you can kind of see it's got more of a glowy effect to it. Look at that. That's fun. Okay, I see I need to get that light on again. But yeah, I quite like that. So I'm gonna have to do some touch-ups on the gun itself. You know, while we're here, I'm not gonna use the dry brush with the darker green yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to here and see if I can do a bit of a better job on getting that white inside of there. Because that's just to the closer, like the brighter something is, the closer it gets to white, right? So what that's going to do is it's gonna just try and sell the fact that it's like burning hot. Then we're gonna go here, go grab some of that dark green again, wipe some of that off. That looks too wet. Don't want to use it wet. If it's wet, it's going to go into the crevices. And then just go across that. And now it looks like closer to the idea that what we're trying to sell. I like that. That's way better. At least it's way better than it was before. And cooler yet, coolest part about all of this is now, if I create a little dark area, it actually glows with a black light. Isn't that cool? And amongst all these guys, it stands out a little bit more. Just that little bit of green, right? Which is also a complementary color to the red. So, now that we've done that, let's do it on this really big one. So, grab my number 1 brush, and then size number 1. And how are you guys doing? Like, tell me about what's going on with your days. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Ah, heck. This is not easy. Let's see here. I'm gonna bam. Just unwinding. That's good. Painting goblins is fun. I love goblins. I know that myself and Gruffy Bears have similar ideas of goblins. Mine is in fantasy in general. I know that me and him at least share the same idea of goblins for like Dungeons and Dragons, and just that they're like the greatest monster of all time, especially for like new players. Um, like likewise, you know, there's so many flavors of goblins. You can have scary goblins, you can have crazy goblins, you can have civilized goblins. Like, if you just say it's a bunch of goblins in a game, it's no like it's self-explanatory kind of deal. Like this universal language of, oh, okay. Like there's the goblins in the labyrinth, you know. There's the goblins that you see in like in Magic the Gathering. Like the diversity in goblins is just whoa, awesome. I also cannot read chat right now, just as a heads up to everybody, as my glasses are off. And I am blind as a bat. But my glasses make it a little harder actually to see things super up close, so. Let's see here, I saw something there. Tashi, ooh, Kings of War. Rats versus goblins for the Kings of War set. Oh, that's awesome. That's the two armies that are in there, eh? I've been looking at Mantic Games stuff a lot recently. Not so much their Kings of War for their fantasy line, but just for like their sci-fi. Dead Zone and Warpath, I think is what it's called. And I wish I had better depth perception. In addition to being blind, I actually, fun fact, have a lazy eye. My depth perception don't work so good. I mean, it's better than what people presume. I think there's this like fantasy of like, if you have no depth perception, you can't do anything, which is completely ridiculous. Your brain adapts much better than that. But, you know. Alright, cool. So had a goblin Magic the Gathering army once upon a time. Like, do you mean as in like a large collection of goblin Magic the Gathering cards? Or more like a army in a war game that you very much themed off of Magic the Gathering. I have Poor Depth of Perception as well. It sucks. It does. It's pretty annoying. THTA. Oh, it meant like a deck. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah. But yeah, particularly it affects me when I'm trying to paint. And like, I keep trying to reach closer and closer to the brush or to the miniature. And eventually I reach the mini. Or sometimes I slam into it and it's like way too much paint, and I'm like, oh no, I've mucked up. You know, so that's fun. Yeah, so there's a lot of excess here, so I'm just gonna spread it around. Try to get that glow going on. You'll just wait for that, but so far already it's like, well, you guys see how I see normally. There we go. Already it's like kind of like cool. It's like super glowy, but we're gonna get it even more glowy looking, kind of like we did with the pistol. Yeah, it's really rough. So like I've had multiple surgeries on my eyes as a young youth to try and correct my lazy eye. And you know, like some of them worked okay-ish. Like my eyes face the same direction, but like they don't focus on the same thing simultaneously. And so my brain, everything, so like basically by default I'm only ever looking through my right eye, and my brain will just add the left eyes to the to the peripheral vision, which is like, you know, fine, I guess. Like I know that's not too different than everyone else, but like for example, if you are up close with me and you and me are supposed to be making eye contact, you're going to notice that eventually, sooner or later, that only one eye is actually looking at you, and the other eye is like staring past you, which is kind of like fun, I guess. All right. Ganon, what are you doing? And why are you being a jerk? It is too early for the noms. So I added a little bit of flow improver here, so I'm just going to have to probably go through like two layers of white here, but my white is essentially a wash now, which is kind of handy for what my intents and purposes. Making use of capillary action. Probably should have done that from the beginning. But you know, as is life, you know, I could probably just yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? I can just go like that, and I can be like, bloop. That is way too much. That's okay. remove it from the brush, and then just like a syringe, just sucks it right out. I'm just gonna try and redistribute it. Ganon, what are you doing? Hi, buddy. What's up? Don't make your sister freak out. Just be a sweet little boy, okay? Can you do that for me, Ganon? Can you not be a psychopath? Alright, so while I'm waiting for that to dry, go in, put my glasses back down, read the chat, no new messages. Ganon's cleaning himself. Nope, that's the wrong paint. I want the black. Yeah, I want a little bit of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to be like, whee! Oh, that is still way too wet. No. That is a darn shame. There we go. Most of that is recovered. I trusted you, brush. I trusted you. That's what I got. Why is it like that? Quiet bunch today. No, that's fine. I am more than aware of the fact that my streams are very quiet, very calm, you know, full of lurkers. It's all good. Lurking is welcome. Oh my gosh, like why is my brush so wet? Probably gonna have to redo this one. Doing a lot of admin at your other screen, just enjoying the good vibes. Oh yeah, see, like I said. It's just how it is on this stream. I know what my audience is like. That for your day job there, Dan. Or Gruffy Bears. Sorry. Well, I need to restart that, so that's fine. New job. Nah, my job lose me after 6. Oh, you're doing Creature Club admin. Ooh. Is there something cool going on? You doing something cool, Dan? Catching all of my interests here. Real admin. I don't know, I think that's... there we go. Got it. Caught it with my legs. Don't be a jerk, Ganon. And no, this is the exact opposite of what is okay. Come on, Ganon, don't be like this. Not right now. Just gonna make his sister freak out. And it's just me. Sister's sleeping on the couch. So if he meows too much, she will wake up and she will start scratching, and I will have to go away from the stream, which is not what I like to do. The opposite of things that I like. I'm not yelling at him. He's just being mean, okay? He's not a poor baby. He's a monster. There we go. No, that's too much. There we go. Y'all make it sound like I'm beating him. He's a little jerk. I would never lay a hand on him, but man, is he ever a jerk. He's a tiny kitten just meowing for his father's attention. Oh my gosh. The narrative that you guys have all built up for this cat. If only you knew the Ganon that I know. He's a grumpy old man, I tell you. Okay, so that right there. Ganon is a master manipulator. He really is. He really is. As many cats are. And the thing is, he doesn't even know that he has a following. And I plan on keeping it that way. He can never know that he has an internet following. Or that he has an emoji, or that he is called Lord Ganon. No, 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 no. He must never know. Alright, so got that there. Whoa, what? How did that happen? Hold up. Hold up, what? Sorry, I just got told that... How did Tashi get banned? Whoa, 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 whoa. Give me a second there. let's take a look at here. I need to go into twitch.tv, mute the heck out of that site because it will be annoying. Go into, is it video producer? How do I go and unban him? He got banned. Stream manager, raid start, no. Jesus. No, Tashi's not supposed to get banned. Streaming tools, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Four messages got deleted. I don't even have Nightbot configured to ban people. Moderation, here we go. No. Banned chatters, here we go. Yeah, I've got a lot of bots. Oh, but Tashi's not listed in there. I think they got timed out initially, but I do see that like the it says that their messages got deleted. Yeah, well, it's weird because I've got Nightbot on here, but Nightbot isn't configured to ban. It's only configured to time people out for 5 seconds. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go. Well, it uses timeouts, but I wonder if maybe there was an error on Nightbot. I need to go regulars, and then add, and then Tashi, the horse. Remove that. There we go. You're now configured to be able to post links. Cool, there we go. Yeah, no, it's just for the bots get out of hand sometimes. But Tashi shouldn't have been hit by that. I've messaged him, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. It's all good. I know it wasn't you guys. There we go. The overzealous bots. I only saw the message by chance because I'm usually not logged into Discord while I'm streaming. Did this try out already? No, it doesn't try out. Oh. Don't hear the kitty. Once the kitty wakes up, I'm gonna have to like run away and go feed her before she hurts herself. Nothing I haven't had to do on the stream before, but just as a heads up. All you lovelies. All you lovely, wonderful people. I'm on single parent duty right now. Nightbot, I have the nerve to go and put you in a timeout after that. Oh no, don't do that. Ganon, no. There we go, that's looking cool. Looks like they're gonna melt your face off. Alright, and then just grab another dry brush. Not dry brush proper, just like a brush that is dry. Hey, Paladin! Nice to see you, nice to see you. Am I still the only stream available at your workplace? Can't tell if killing the creature like him what to do. I don't know what you're referring to. Yes, I don't know how that is. Is it because I used the family friendly tag maybe? And if that is the case, that is very impressive that your work is actually checking for tags. Because I wouldn't even know how to go about that in like a filtering system. Okay. Use data and not Wi-Fi. Oh, I think that is... I think someone came home. I think that's why he was meowing. Alright, cool. So I got that. Got that. Yeah, it just looks more glowy. Cool. Maybe he was just knocking things over. Let me double check. I've been brought gifts for later. Yay. All right. I have to fix up the backpacks. I was... No yelling. No yelling. Oh, goodness, no. Might be the bit rate. Nope. It started. I have to be right back, everyone. I'm going to go feed a anxious cat. I can hear the panic attack. I got it. I'll deal with it. Oh, I tore the finger off my glove. Oh, that one's garbage now. Alright, I will be right back, everyone. So I am back. I think I did that at a relative record speed. And that's good. Alright. Anxiety cat. Yeah, when I was being delivered goodies, Gannon freaked out, which then prompted her freaking out. Because as soon as someone's like doing something, he just goes crazy and he's like, ah! And then, you know, it spirals. There's a spiral. But, you know, it's all good. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry if I bored anyone, and, you know, I totally understand if you abandoned ship. So, I always feel bad when I have to go and, like, do that. I mean, like, it's not like I have any other choice. I have to feed the cats, and I have to feed the cats. But, you know, I feel like if someone was, like, here and they were hoping and expecting a good time, and then, you know, I abandoned ship, you know, I could understand some disappointment. So, you know, no hard feelings, right? So, is anyone watching any cool shows? I've been watching, or I've been trying to catch up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Did you know there's 7 seasons of it? Holy heck, it's a lot of stuff to come back to. Just chilling. Welcome back, don't worry about it. Doing stuff for little babies. Yeah, no, exactly. And you know, the construction's trying to be as loud as it can, possibly. So, I hope that's not too loud. My apologies. Yikes, that is really loud. Oh, excellent, excellent. By the will of them, it is quieted. Alright, so we're just going to finish these backpacks up, make them look a little nicer. They tend to look a little nicer when it's not just all black. Plus, I've noticed that it actually like connects down here. So, trying to include that. And yeah, I know. I shouldn't feel bad for, you know, obviously going and doing like what is my responsibility. But, you know, it's I also have like a feeling of responsibility here. It's weird. It's really weird. I didn't think that I would be susceptible to that. Oh, I got a message from Kay. Excellent. Okay, cool. I will check in with her afterwards. Abby Orthisia Creations, who is just a remarkable streamer. She does sculpting. Just released one of her first sculpts for sale. She was only able to get a couple of casts in before the casts started to degrade. You know, it's every time you cast with resin, the resin heats up quite a bit and can, after a few casts, destroy the rubber mold if you're not careful. A lot of her stuff ends up being limited prints. Due to the inherent degradation. Especially since when people commission her, you know, they get to keep the original. So it's best to get in on her stuff when it's available. That looks like way better. Yeah, I'm liking that. That looks less like just silly. I'm gonna have to update a lot of these guys too. You know what? Let's do some like copper bits right there right now. I'm not sure how to do this backpack yet, but I know that obviously I want all the missiles to have like that copper tone to them. So we'll just grab some bright bronze and we'll just throw that in. Just boop. Just add a little bit more character to the model. I don't know what else I'm going to do with the rest of it. But, you know, it's important to have these ones that are cool looking. Just stand out a little bit. I like the idea that they have a robot arm that like reloads the missiles for them after they launch. I think that's really like high tech and kind of neat. I don't know what to do with the red stuff here. Oh, here we go. We got another one. So we got the little missile there. We're gonna go like with the casing. You just have like the whole thing. I don't know. We're figuring it out, right? We're figuring it out. So I will say I was doing like some lenses, and man oh man, like, let's see if I can get this like real close in here. I will use this power responsibly. Oh jeez. Cool. Okay, well I'm glad that they know that they're not banned anymore. Here we go. So lenses are hard. These things are so tiny. So this is not the smallest brush I have. This is like the smallest reliable. No, I can't even call this reliable. Semi-reliable brush I have. Like going like this is colossal compared to that, and then it's going boop. Man, oh man. It's tough. Add a Goblin MTG army. Oh wait, no, I'm reading old messages. There we go. You know what? I should do this as copper. Let's grab it. That's not the brush I want to use. That's going to destroy that brush. I'm going to do that. Fun fact, your metallics destroy your brushes. And if you don't understand why, I want you to picture sanding a bunch of iron files and then putting that in your hair. I don't like that. Not going to do that. I'm going to... I'm going to do these ones as that. While I have it on my palette before the water like ruins the texture of the paint. The viscosity. It's a fun word. Viscosity. Glasses Reaper was putting on. I hadn't yet Paladin, no. The ability for me to attend is going to be variable, but I do recall hearing from Giggling Geekette that Mocha Minis is going to be teaching a class at ReaperCon, and she's going to be doing a class on how to teach how to paint dark skin tones, which I think is just absolutely invaluable. So I really, if I am going to make it, that's one of the classes I want to attend, to see if there's like anything else I can do to improve my method for that. And also, Mocha Minis is just like super awesome. Unless this is a lesson that she already did. She may have. She very well may have. I think that one's on Saturday. Cool. Alright. Well, if that's on Saturday, then it's going to depend on my stream schedule. Because I'll still be streaming. I'm not going to... No. I'm not going to hop off from my stream. Reach. There we go. Nope, I bopped the mic. I'm sorry. I hope that didn't make a terrible, awful sound. It's hard for me to see any... I don't know if it browsed the website, but it kept refreshing. You couldn't scroll. That's unfortunate. It sounds like your phone does not appreciate you, Paladin. Based off of all these things that he keeps saying, like, it feels like your phone is just like making decisions for you on what is and is not going to be part of your viewing. Which, like, you know, thank you, phone, majestic, powerful phone, for bringing Paladin to me and my community. You know, appreciate that. But I'd like it if, you know, if Paladin had a little bit more freedom. Do what they're wanting. Alright, so let's see here. That was the work computer. Yeah. Oh, did work eventually stop letting you view my stuff? Do I like this? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out as we go along. Yeah, phone is something I need to get a new replacement of. There's like a lot of other things that needs to like take priority over my phone, so no. I'll just have to keep using my phone until I burn it to the ground. So hit and miss on what I can see. I block all kind of sites because the online shopping, but Amazon is fine. That's weird. That's very weird. Alright, so I'm going to take this Ring Tin Tin. Go back over here and we're going to I mean, Amazon is probably fine because Amazon has to be allowed if they're using services like AWS. You know, referring to like some of the stuff I do at work, in my real job. Amazon is very much used for a lot of things. So if they're using anything for like their reporting softwares and stuff, or like keeping track of logs, online storage, there's a good chance that they're using AWS, which is going to then result in them having to allow Amazon. Fun little tidbit there. So I didn't realize that once again I was like way too, my focus was terribly off. So that's looking a little cooler. Gives a little bit more character to this. Alright. Let's continue on with those red backpacks. Or exhausts, or whatever they get called. Is this like doable? There we go. That looks nice now. There we go. You're on Windows 7? Yo, that's not supported by like Microsoft anymore. Nor is it like compatible with most up-to-date softwares. Oof. Yeah, that's also like a massive like security concern in terms of online security, like because there's a lot of vulnerabilities that they're vulnerable to that are patched in the latest versions of the operating systems. So like cybersecurity is like what I actually work in as my day job. So like when I hear that a company is using Windows 7, like that is horrifically like concerning. It's very concerning, and like some old people will like try to make claims like, oh well, they're only targeting the new softwares and stuff, and that's like couldn't be further from the truth. Like those like malwares, crypto lockers, and the like, and stuff like that, like very, very, very much still target outdated software and are still in cycle. The government? Oh no. Not a company that could, oh my goodness. Yeah, don't say which government. don't say. It's better off if that detail not get known. Oh my gosh. And if it's a government organization too, frankly, there's a high chance that you guys are actually one of my customers. Music loud? Yeah, I can turn it down. I could also be very quiet. There you go. There we go. Is that better? I had adjusted it when I walked away to go feed the cats before I switched windows. So that's probably why that happened. It's Federal Reserve. Yeah, that's deeply, deeply concerning. especially considering the governments are employees of the people. Like, if you guys got hit by like a crypto locker and like, yeah, just that's, oh my gosh, that's so concerning. Better. There's no need for solid. Sorry, I hope you're not apologizing to me. Never any reason to apologize to me. But yeah, no. I would go as far as to say that insisting on continuing to use outdated softwares despite the risk of security breaches would be suable with a class action lawsuit due to incompetence for security of the general people. And it's not a stretch to say that, because there's no reason to be using outdated softwares or operating systems. It's a literal security breach or security concern. Jeez, 15 minutes to boot. Why? There's no reason for that. There's no reason for that. Like, that is unjustifiable. I'm going to take a nice presumption and presume that you are located in the States. That might be totally inaccurate, but like, the States is not short of finance given the budget that they allocate to their military. Unless that you are not located in the States, in which I am deeply sorry that your country is doing that. I'll just turn out that he's Canadian. As my country that I'm dissing. Not dissing, just it would actually make me more concerned if you're Canadian. No, it's the States. Yeah, no, we don't need computers. We need guns. Their budget is nonsense. Yeah. Well, all I can say is I'm sorry to hear that. Not that you're American. There's nothing wrong with being American. Plenty of really cool Americans, but sorry to hear that your government is mismanaging their priorities. Most of us are sad to be Americans these days, don't worry. Oh no. But isn't connected to the internet. Okay, so if they're not connected to the internet, that's better. That is better. Um, that's significantly different. Even then, that doesn't protect them from everything. But you know, that's a different thing altogether. The XP isn't connected to the internet. Oh no, the Windows. No, no, no. They're using Windows XP still. Look, whoever is your chief of security needs to get fired. Like, just fired. Rip the Treasury Department. Yeah. I'm over here setting records on Minesweeper, though. It's true. It's true. You still have Minesweeper. But if we update our computers, we won't have Minesweeper or Cosmic. What is it? What is that? With the tabs and the ball. What is that called? Who would win? Pinball. Yeah, Cosmic Pinball. There we go. Space Cadet Pinball. You guys know what I'm talking about. Who would win? One script killer or kitty or the wealthiest government in the world? The answer may surprise you. Oh my god. Okay, like legit, if that's your like guys' treasury department, like all it takes is one person to bring their flash drive to work and have it be corrupted, and your entire treasury department goes up in flames. Like, I hope you have paper records that are printed to back everything up, because man, and they probably do have paper records of everything backed up. It's just, yeah. Like one bad, like, worm or cheese. I'm like literally in tears from laughing earlier. Oh my gosh. Yeah, security, online security is no joke. Deny flash drives that get plugged in. Sends a message to IT. Good. That's good. Glad to hear there's some level of, like, competence. hope they're using. Wow, what do you call it? Oh, but those ones aren't connected to the internet. Good, 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 good. Oh, okay, perfect. I'm starting to see things. Nonetheless, it is going to be connected to your guys' internal network. So, if it's connected to the internal network, it doesn't really matter if it's connected to the internet or not. You're that's a joke, right? You're not going to tell me that you guys are using computers that still have floppy disks, are you? No. Okay, good. I was like, no, no. I remember having floppy disks. Back before CDs were used or available to the general public for computers, everything was on a floppy disk, except they weren't actually floppy at that time. They just kept the name of their predecessor, which were actually floppy. Because once upon a time, floppy disks were floppy. But no, I had hard floppy disks. Not to be confused with a hard disk, which is, oh, no, I got red there. Heck. Oh, well, that's fine. That's super easy to go over, and I want to highlight that anyways. Yeah. Yeah, Oregon Trail on a floppy disk. Yeah, exactly. Man, that game has been like remade so many times. If I knew back then what I know now, I probably could have beaten Oregon Trail. If I just knew that increasing the amount of food when someone is poisoned increase their likelihood of surviving, well, heck. There's also like a truck game where you're a semi-truck driver, and there would be like hitchhikers and stuff. I wonder if anyone knows the game I'm talking about, because I sure don't. I don't know the name of it. And like some of us were convinced like there was like ever a reason to pick up a hitchhiker, but the hitchhikers always just stole your product that you were carrying. Like nowadays this would just be called like semi simulator or whatever. There wasn't much of a game to it in terms of game mechanics. Died of dysentery. Yeah, nothing like good old dysentery. I'd love to know how many people actually know what dysentery know a lot of people will talk about dysentery, but like dysentery is very gross. And with good hygiene, completely avoidable. Ooh, Big Game Hunter. Yep, I remember Big Game Hunter. Shoot them deer. Yeah. For some reason, I feel like I recall that you could hunt like rhinos in Big Game Hunter. You know, back when the black rhinoceros wasn't extinct. Although I've heard from some people that, like online, that black rhinoceros is not actually declared extinct and they're still in captivity, but I don't know what the accuracy of that is. So I'm not gonna claim that they're still around. People suck. People suck. Yeah, just like the Space Marine, he sucks too. Man, I'm not like, even in the camera. You guys can tell me if I'm like outside of the camera, if anyone's watching. Yeah, just be like, hey Chris, you're drifting. And I'll be like, oh shoot, I'm sorry. According to Google, they are critical. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember hearing something that like some were in captivity, and that as well as what was it? Some were discovered or found when they were thought to have, like after they were declared extinct already. I mean, when an animal's extinct, the declaration is that saving the species will be impossible due to low numbers and genetic, gene availability. Isn't that what critically endangered means? I thought that was critically endangered. I could be wrong. I'm by no means an expert in the subject. And anyone who's gone to school more recently than me would know better. I just thought that was what critically endangered means. And that like extinct was like less than 10 or something like that. But again, full disclosure, I could be wrong. I don't know. Google would have an answer though. But alas, I am painting. I have no way of identifying those answers. I got an email saying that UPS is delivering something today. I don't know what they're delivering. I don't know if it's a Kickstarter thing. I don't know if it is something that I ordered a month ago. I don't know if it's like from eBay. Says there is around 5,000 in the wild, according to WWF. Well, that's neat. That's exciting, actually. I was very sad when I heard that the black rhino was declared extinct. I remember that there was a thing that talked about there was a project that they tried doing a long time ago for rhino preservation and elephant preservation, which was to trank them and then basically surgically remove their horns, basically removing the only considered valuable part of them by poachers, making them, making poaching the animal pointless, right? I wonder if there was any success with that. I usually like to keep this stream pretty chill, but there was a great story that made me laughing until I was crying about it was a news article about some poachers who had snuck into a sanctuary, and their remains were found as nothing but like bloody clothes and boots, and the lions within the sanctuary had killed and eaten them, and I could not stop laughing. Just could not stop laughing, because there is nothing, oh no, I can't say there's nothing worse, but like, man, when you were like hunting like endangered animals, like, man, my opinion is just so low of people like that. Fascinatingly, there are hunting programs in sanctuaries that basically control the amount of hunting people can do to a sustainable amount without impacting species, and they cost ludicrous amounts of money, but it's actually a way of funding the sanctuary, which is obviously like a lot of people feel morally uncomfortable with the concept of like basically encouraged hunting of endangered species, but it actually goes into money where the sanctuary can better fund fences, guards, and basically keep poachers out. Extinct is extinct. There is another that's extinct in the wild. I see. Yep, conservation is a big thing with hunting. Yep. If you are a respectable hunter, you follow the protocols, the licenses. You have to have tags for the animals that you hunt. So here in Canada, you can have a gun license, you can have a hunting license, but once you have a hunting license, you actually have to apply for the tags. And the tags say you are allowed to hunt these animals and only these animals. So like you need to have like a tag for moose, you have to have a tag for you can potentially have a tag for bears. Very few of those get handed out every year. It makes sense to make it legal but pricey versus illegal and just done anyways. Exactly, yep. We have culls of deer and rabbit here in Ireland, same in the States. Yeah. So like there are pest animals that you don't require a tag for. So like, for example, deer in my hometown are considered pests, and if they're on your property, you're allowed to take them out. Last I recall, this may have changed, but you have to live in a certain district to be allowed to do that, and you have to be using like a shotgun rather than a rifle, because if you miss, obviously you don't want a stray bullet going anywhere, whereas a shotgun has a very limited range. But like a shotgun is like a really intense weapon to be using on a deer. Like there's no reason to use a shotgun on a deer. 'Cause you're gonna ruin the meat. Deer meat's delicious. Like I love venison. Don't use shotguns on deer. Same in England. Yeah, the deer get overpopulated. Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, the deer are a total pest in my hometown. Pest animals. But like we also have like predatory animals in my hometown too, like cougars and coyotes and wolves, and unlikely, but in the chance that not much food is available, bears as well. They'll eat a deer, but like they'd rather eat so many other things than a deer. Like meat is really not a high priority for bears, and when it is, it's fish. They want their salmon. And yeah, that's a great thing to talk about. Salmon. The L is silent. I live in British Columbia. We're like the world's like biggest distributor of salmon. We have a town called Salmon Arm. It's salmon, not salmon. Please don't say salmon. It's weird. That is my PSA. You get wolves. We don't get wolves. We get coyotes. If you go in certain areas, you might get wolves. Wolves there's no hunting license for wolves. Wolves are, yeah, at least in my area. Deer is amazing. It'd be so sad to waste good deer meat with a shotgun. Exactly. Yeah. Just opened up black bear season. I think it's 20 a year that can be tagged out. Yeah, exactly. It's a very small number, and like, yeah, coyotes. They're a drop them where they stand here. Yeah, wolves are treated very differently across the world. Yeah, because in some places wolves are, they're more of a concern, where they are destroying the population, and others where they are controlling the pest population. Here, like, actually, if I recall correctly, the places that need wolves usually get them from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Like a wolf donor, where they take control of the deer population, and the deer eating, like, they're not destroying the habitat as much, which then brings in other wildlife. Archery season before it even goes black powder or rifle. I know in Afghanistan the government says an open bounty on wolves is they're a problem for farmers. Yep, Colorado brought in wolves from Canada. That's what it was. Yeah, there we go. Wolves are cool. Wolves are super cool. Mind you, they can totally be dangerous. Although, like, if a predatory animal is becoming a danger for humans, usually it's a matter of conservation issues where there's not enough territory for the animals in the first place, and humans are over-expanding. And there's not enough food in the leftover areas for them, right? Like in the end of the day, like, that's usually what's happening if you see predatory animals in human areas. Yeah. If the wolf, if the wolves are killing too many deer, you have to start killing the wolves. It's a balance. It's a real balance. It's not easy. Like, nothing about animal conservation is easy. Especially considering the thing that is the most impactful and negative on animal conservation is humans, and that how do you go controlling humans? It's yeah. It's a lot of stuff on their plate. That's for sure. To bring in more wolves. My favorite animal story is the Florida man that was eaten by an alligator. Oh, jeez. Of course it's Florida. Of course it's Florida. Man, Florida is like its own like fantasy story. There was somebody who like reports on like a lot of stories that take place in Florida. And people are like, stop making fun of Florida. He's like, you know what? Like, I don't want to talk about Florida as often as I do. But frankly, when Florida people are doing these things, I have to talk about them. Another alligator. Okay, so he broke into a zoo and was. Oh, no. Why, Florida? Why? That's. He got what was coming. Yeah, he got what was coming to him. That's messed right up. Way to go, nature. Thumbs up, nature. That's. Yeah. Why are people like that? I love Floridans. Yeah, no, he got Darwined. He got Darwined good. Thank you, kind sir, for removing yourself from the gene pool. We don't need that. I mean, like, the story about the dude with the emotional support alligator is cool. Like, I'm cool with that guy. Like, why can't we get more stories like that where there's a person who has, like, a young alligator who sleeps on him and is his emotional support animal? Like, I would love stories like that. Where are those stories? No, I hear Florida is, like, providing us things like that. It's always the men, too. What's wrong with them? It's always, like, it always starts off Florida man. Yeah, Steve Irwin's beautiful. God bless Steve Irwin. He respected animals. I like Coyote Peterson. Coyote Peterson's pretty cool. Not quite a Steve Irwin, but I like Coyote Peterson. He has a lot of respect for the animals that he handles, and always tries to make sure like people are well informed. Is that a same to you miss Steve Irwin, or that you think Coyote Peterson's A-okay? I say this like not knowing if there's like any recent drama. I really try to avoid all the drama stuff that's on the internet. Like how Steve Irwin loved animals but understood their wildness. Yeah, exactly. Oh no, yeah. When Steve would like handle an animal, you know, he knew that if he mucked up, like he was a dead person. And in those situations, he always like so fun fact about Steve. Steve always had antivenoms, but the thing is, he just often would like forget about them. So like he'd have them in his camper, and he would forget them in his camper. Like after like handling a black mamba. He'd be like, oh yeah, whoops. You know, what happened with the stingray was a freak accident. Their venom is not that potent, which is why people, you know, swim with stingrays. You know, when you get venom pumped directly into your heart, it's a different story. I've been to Florida twice, and those people know how to party. I can only imagine. There's an 8-mile-long road that's just full of stuff for tourists, typical American restaurants, mini golf. Yeah. You remember where you were when you heard that he passed? I do not. I was probably in college, I think. What year did he pass away? If it was between 2008 and 2011, I was in college. Not quite old enough to remember Steve Irwin properly, but the English version, Steve Backshaw, will always be great to watch. There's a lot of really good people out there that are really passionate about animals and just want to make sure that they're treated properly. You know, like the Creatures brothers. They're on TikTok now. It's just wild. They've gotten old. I remember watching their first show, Kratz Creatures. Passed in 2006. Okay, so if he passed in 2006, I would have been in high school at the time. Going to worry too much about the areas my brush can't reach. I'm putting a lot of attention to a lot of places right now, but really in the end of the day, if my brush can't reach it, then you probably can't see it that well anyways. Like back there, like yeah, it's unpainted, but like who's going to look at that? You literally have to pick up my models to be seeing that. To which my good friend Valley Dweller would say, if someone is picking up your models and looking at that, the answer is, hey, please put my model down. You didn't ask me if you could do that. Which I love that answer. I love that answer a lot. So you don't really have to stress out too much about those details. A year older than you. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you're working a government job, yeah, we're probably close to the same age. Not really a job you get right out of college, usually. Now I picked up the model. You must put it in your mouth like me. What? Why are you saying that? I want you to know that I licked every one of those models. You're holding my spit. Gross. Did I do their backpacks? Yeah, okay, it's just this guy that I didn't. I don't know, some people just grab things without like asking. And it's like, that's rude. Don't do that, please. I mean, like, I varnish the models that I intend on like playing games with, like specifically so that the paint doesn't rub off from like greasy, oily gamer hands. Oily hands really bother me, but you know, yeah, I try to give them some protection, but like, you know, just some grub just goes and picks them up. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I've spent the last like 3 years trying to like express to my players I would like them to pick up the D&D models by the base if possible and not like smudge the face with their thumb. I got a little upset one day when it happened multiple times over. It's like, you need, I'm asking, you must do this, please, thank you. Like, I spend a lot of time on these. They're not easy. If you, because the thing is, like, you have to understand, right? Like, if I spend 8 hours on a model and there's like 10 of them out on the field, and like I love playing with you guys, but if you're gonna like go and muck up like hours upon hours of work, I would like to start asking that you bring in painted miniatures and see how differently you start treating the minis. Like watch how differently their respective the minis will be when they have to put in that kind of time and effort. Just for me to then go and smudge my thumb on the faces. I will hurt the fool who licks my minis. Just give them a chess piece and with paper faces until they learn how to behave. Just this angry paper face, just like, argh. Ugh. Yeah, it drove me bonkers, and I was like, this has to stop now. I'm gonna start hurting people. And like, I love you all dearly. Like, if I was using like the pre-painted like WizKids models, I wouldn't care at all. Those things are indestructible. Like, I have tried removing their paint. The only way I found to be able to remove their paint job was with a blade. Just really, frankly, like a good testament on like, you know, for their intended purpose. Heck yeah, those are like that's a good product in that situation. If that's what you're looking for. The quality of the paint jobs are horrendous. They look very deformed, every single one of them, but you know, if I was using those, I wouldn't have to worry about them. And I could throw them all in a box and just let them smash up against each other, because again, those things are indestructible. They will not falter. Wolf Parable, if you're still here, could you imagine if someone just like started rubbing their thumbs against your minis, especially like your non-metallic paint jobs that like you worked so hard on? Like, I would, I would be so sad. I've largely detached myself from a lot of things, especially this last year, because you know I can't find myself a way of being emotionally invested in things anymore. You know, a pandemic kind of does that. You know, but if someone did that to me, I would be deeply upset. Like, do you know how much work that took? Or like put like a hypodermic needle in the faces of my miniatures. Like physically have a repercussion for picking them up by their faces. I will say I was actually painting some minis. I can't remember what mini I was painting. Um, it may have even been this guy. Like I went and I picked him up when the paint hadn't dried, and obviously you know my thumb got a whole bunch of wet paint on it, and I was like, oh no, why did I do that? You know, the things that happen when you batch paint. Okay, these are all looking noticeably better. I'm appreciating all of this. What time is it? Oh wow, it's 2:13 already. I'll be painting these things until I die. Ugh. I was like thinking to myself, I was like, cool, I can do these backpacks, and maybe then afterwards I'll be able to start doing highlights. Nope. That's not happening. Fun fact, if anyone's wondering where hypodermic needles get their name from, it is in reference to that they are intended to pierce your hypodermis. Dermis is in your skin, hypo being the layer of skin. Because you got your endodermis, your exodermis, and I want to say the hypodermis is one of them, or that is supposed to. It may be that it is meant to pierce the dermis with as little impact as possible. Low dermis, hypo versus hyper. Hyper being high, hypo being low. But that is why it is a hypodermic. You know, I thought I was going to paint for a lot longer today, but I am seeing that my handshakes are starting to happen. Gotta love them handshakes. Actually, okay, now I'm just thinking like handshakes as in like, hello, nice to meet you. I shake your hand. God, what I would not give to give someone a handshake. Like before, I was like, man, I just want to like hug people again. Man, I would pay people for a handshake now. God. I'm so deprived of human contact. I wonder if the people that used to be like very like no physical contact, I wonder if like they're starting to feel like this. Alright. So, I have fixed all their backpacks. Wow. Backpack. Ooh. I've done like some fun stuff with the plasmas. This one's got a weird like thing on the top. I don't really know what to do with that. So I'm just leaving it for now because I can't be bothered. Trying to think what I can do next. Do I just like start layering stuff on? Yeah, I think I might. I'm gonna grab like the grungiest brush that I have. Here we go. You're pretty disgusting. So we're just gonna like speed through this here. So I'm just gonna use this like disgusting repulsive brush. Look how awful that looks. That's great. I love it. So the last layer of red that I was using on these guys was gory red. Let's go grab one higher than that. I believe one higher than gory red is scarlet red. Yeah, scarlet red. So this is gonna just, ooh, that is bright. There we go, scarlet red. And I'm gonna thin it down with some matte medium because I want this stuff to be progressive in what the transition is. Don't want it to be too, immediate. Otherwise it's going to look hard and it's going to look rough, and that's not really what we're looking for. So mix that up with the back side of my brush because I don't want paint to get into the ferrule. This might even be like my highest highlight. Cool. Let's grab just a basic marine. Cool. You're gonna be my test. You're pretty basic and not too exciting looking. So we're gonna go here. We're just gonna. That is like a bit too much. We're just gonna go. Yeah. I feel like this guy hasn't gotten any of the highlight treatment. That is not quite high-tipped enough for me. Not high-tipped. High-tip isn't a word. It doesn't have enough of a point. So we're just going to go here. We're going to really just way too runny. Don't even need to like highlight everything. We're doing like a poor man's non-metallic metal. I kind of almost want it to look terrible. seeing that this is like way too like bright over here. It's like really taking away from everything else. So we're just gonna destroy it. Cool. So he's a little more red looking. Let's grab this guy. This guy looks like he's already had some highlights on him. We're just going to keep upping all these. So the trick with red is you don't want to go too high up, otherwise the highlight starts turning pink. Red is a very frustrating color, only less frustrating than yellow. Now that doesn't mean it's impossible to do red. You just have to really like know what you're working with and how it has to be treated differently. Yeah. Here we can see it's really starting to turn out bright red. We're just gonna touch this guy up a little bit more with another coat. Just on the face. These guys, gonna get a little bit of that on the shoulders. You can see like we've already got a transition going on here, so this is just gonna go up in the top areas here. Which means if I'm doing that, I might actually be closer to finishing all these little jerks than I thought I was. You know what I could do too, Grumpy Bears, is for bad players, I could just give them Play-Doh and be like, you have to sculpt your own mini now. When you can pick up your Play-Doh without smushing his face, you can play with my minis again. That'd be a little harsh, but I'd enjoy it for a couple hours. That would be distractingly fun though. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I mean, I want them to come back and play eventually. I just want them to like preserve my miniatures. And I can feel like the instability of like my hands so much right now. I'm so blatantly aware of like how if I move in the wrong direction, I'm going to just like get red where red is not supposed to be right now. Finishing all these jerks planning to field like the kids. I know this feeling. Yeah, no, I mean, like, okay, so like, don't get me wrong, like, I've never had an army that was fully painted before, so in that sense, I'm very excited. I just, at the same time, do not want to continue painting these. I would rather be painting literally anything else. Like all of the Chaos Space Marines that I recently got. But I can't, in good conscience, not finish these jerks. Who knows? Maybe they'll get some new minis soon. Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know. Should be a surprise? No, I should probably announce. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to be mentioning it again on the server, but me and Mellow Miniatures are going to do a little collab of some sort, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a SWAT Bruni. So, keep an eye for further updates. And yeah, that's all I can really say at the moment. But it's something I'm looking forward to doing. Inside track? What are you talking about there, Griffey? The inside track. What are you talking about? You're scaring me, man. You're scaring me. Both looking forward to it. Yes. We're learning about the collab early. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, like the inside. You're on the inside. I see what you're getting at. I see what you're getting at. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, announce things that are upcoming. I think that's perfectly reasonable. I think probably more people would probably do that. Advertise. Yeah. I got a couple small things I'm going to be sending over to Mellow Miniatures. So he's got a YouTube channel. I also have a YouTube channel, but I don't do recorded videos because I don't want to be spending time doing video editing. Like I stream on YouTube, and that's about it right now. So that is something. A collab, a new album. Making an album of cat noises and lo-fi. Hey, Kay, I would listen to that. What are you talking about? You make it sound like it's a joke, but I would sincerely listen to a lo-fi album of cat noises, and well, lo-fi that has cat noises in it. I'd vibe to that. Yeah, exactly. As long as they're like cute cat noises, unlike Ganon. Ganon does not make cute cat noises. He's like, ah, and I'm like, no, stop. And he's like, yes, food. And I'm like, stop it, you're disturbing me. Lo-fi beats to meow too. Oh gosh. Like they would have to be recordings of Zelda meowing. Zelda actually has cute meows. Unlike her half demonic brother. Okay, I need to like stop putting them over here. You guys can like go over here. Hi, Ganon. Hi, buddy. Heard him in the distance. Hi. Hello. You gonna come up? You can come over here. You're just sitting in the doorway. Come on. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Why are you going down there? Here. I would rather you just come up here and be cute and not talk so much. Come on. Meow. There we go. Hello, buddy. Yeah, you're the cute Ganon because you got fed. You're not screaming in my face, Ganon. Hmm? Yeah. Oh god, I got cat hair all on my brush. Look at this pretty baby. Look at this pretty baby. That is not pretty, Ganon. Why are you doing that? Come on. That is not the pretty baby I was advertising. Oh god. Grooming, Ganon. That is a different kind of pretty. There we go. He's no longer trying to show you his bits. My apologies, my cat is a pervert. evolved into a cat guy because of the stream. Yeah. Cats are great. I love my cats. My cats love me. Never understood people who try to express or try to claim that like cats don't love you. It's like, well, okay, like if you like just have your cat there and you never pay any attention to your cat, yeah, no, your cat probably doesn't love you if you treat it like it's a decoration of your house, right? And yeah, the feral cat does not love you. It has no reason to love you. But like if you like build a bond with that cat, it will absolutely love you. Provided it doesn't have some kind of like mood disorder, because cats can have mood disorders, or like abusive histories or pasts. Like, yeah, no, like the cat doesn't love you. My question is, what have you done to deserve the cat's love? Because my cats love everybody. Cats are not picky on who gets lovin's. They're like, hey, welcome to the house. I love you. You know, kind of like what people expect dogs to do. This guy has like none of the base highlights, and I don't know why. There's like if there is a memo of like cats are supposed to hate people, my cats never got it. Like, full disclosure, anyone who visits me is probably going to end up with a cat bopping them with its head, which means I love you. I'm a cat. So does the slow blink. They just show their love in a different language, you know? You gotta learn how to read it. Nope. Are you going away? No. Booking a plane ticket now for science. Best of luck. I don't think Canada's letting anybody in the country right now. Gross, Canada. This is a stream. Do that later. Icky. Yeah, I guess you technically know where I live. This kind of dawned on me. And I was like, oh yeah, I gave you my address. sharing that, obviously. But, I mean, vice versa. Something, something, mutual destruction. I mean, like, Berserker Works knows where I live too, and vice versa with him. And a lot of people. Oh, good. Giggling Geekette is live. Probably going to want to wrap things up in a few minutes. That's all good. Plug my phone in or else it's gonna die. Cannon, buddy, is there a reason that you decide when you're beside me is when you're going to go and clean your junk? Oh my god, why is my phone going off so much? Take a look at this. What is happening? What is going on, people? Let's just Discord, really? That's it? Okay. I need to go in here. Let's see. Go to notification settings. Only at mentions. Hopefully that will fix that up. I do not need a million messages on my phone. Anyone here taking part in Squig Day? I'm not. I think Valley might. Valley Dweller. I don't really have anything for the fantasy range in Warhammer. But I will say that Miniocalypse has been doing a great day, or not great day, great job on spreading the news for Squig Day to try and make it a real thing. So, Goobertown's the one that started it, but Miniocalypse is really pushing for it to become a thing. And I think that's really cool. Miniocalypse is a great guy. Really all about trying to make sure creators can find some level of success. 40k orcs have a few squigs too. Oh, do they? I did not know that. I learned something. Yeah, the Discord server that you and I officially met in, Miniocalypse is the one who invited me in there. I haven't been too active in there though. Sent a few messages in the last few days, but really that's about it. There is another plasma rifle, dude? How many plasma rifles do I have? I totally missed this guy out when I was doing the rest of the plasma rifles. There's the other one. There's that guy, there's that guy. There's that dude. Well, I don't see the other guy at all. Is this the one that I was thinking of? Oh yeah, okay, no, this is the one that I... Well, heck. Alright, well, let's fix that up. Dark Angels love plasma. Actually, a lot of these... I think this one particularly, yeah. This one came from the Dark Vengeance box set. Some of these guys came in from other places, but that one particularly came in from it. Oh! I totally missed your last message there, Warlocksquill. Nice to see you. How are you? Bonjour. My apologies. I guess closer to bonsoir for you. I'm glad to see you're doing well and full of cheek. Anything new and exciting today? Got any fun plans? Pretty much bonsoir. nice to see you drop in. It's right at the end of the stream, unfortunately. I've only got another few minutes here. But I'll show you what I've been working on. Wait there. Is it just me or those minis have faces of the Emperor Zurg from Toy Story? What? Oh yeah. No, you're totally right. Wow. You are spot on. Yeah, especially with like the neon green glow. I love that bird Zurg. I think he's really cool. I don't know, did anyone watch the Buzz Lightyear cartoon? Like, because they had a cartoon for quite a while on like the Disney Channel or Family Channel. He recycled himself as a space marine. Yeah, a little. Nice to see Toy Story getting a second mention in this stream. Yeah, this is the second time it's been mentioned. Alright, you take off the glasses here, so I cannot see anything except for what I am staring directly at right now. That is way too thick. Man, Zurg is such an obscure reference. I love that that's what you brought up. That makes me quite happy. I need to get more flow improver in there. I had not enough. When was it? Early aughts? I remember it being like the early 2000s, maybe? I really can't remember. I'd have to look at it. Do you think they have it on Disney Plus? Because they should. There's like Buzz Lightyear Star Command or something like that. Let me like fix the focus here so you guys can at least like see what I'm squinting at. You can see me mess up. Ah, that's awesome. Honestly, the first time you've heard of it. Oh, really? Yeah, no, it was a good one. It would have been on. I don't know. In my hometown, we didn't call it the Disney Channel. It was called the Family Channel. So I don't know if it would have been the same network for you. They had all the Disney stuff on it. Like the cartoon that went with the Emperor's New Groove, or like the Hercules, like high school Show. Alright, so now that I've made this nice and ugly, now what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to grab a whole, I should be using the same brush, grab a bunch of my greeny goopy goop, and we're going to go blorp, and we're going to make this totally out of focus. There we go. We're just going to add more blorky blork here. Yes. Oozing of radiation. Ganon, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? Hey, buddy. He's like scrunched him. He's found something in like a very tight space and he's trying to get at it. Hey, 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 you. What are you doing? The Aladdin one? Yeah, totally had the Aladdin one. Ganon, what are you doing? What are you getting at? There's nothing there. Look, see? There's nothing. Goodness gracious, that cat. Alright. I have a vague memory of the Aladdin one. Demanding attention, as usual. So we're just going to keep going over this, particularly in the upper areas, and which is going to allow the bottom areas to have a little bit more glow to them. He's doing it again. Ganon, what are you doing? There's nothing there. Hey, no, that's a binder. You're going to damage the binder. What are you doing? Oh, there's a kibble and he's trying to eat it. Are you done? Okay. I'm gonna chase you away from there. Get out of there. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna go raid Giggling Kit Kat. It's still wet. I can't do that yet. Father, I desire the kibble. It's like one kibble. Oh gosh. I do definitely feel like if I go and I accept the affiliate program and I use the wonderful emote that Warlock Quill had created, that I would definitely see that whenever Ganon is demanding food. Like just droves of it, like all of you. It wouldn't be something I'd be able to escape. I feel like a wet palette shouldn't dry up after 3 hours. Like that's a lot of water to lose in 3 hours. Ganon, you grumpy donut lord. So, Chris, anything new with you? No, not much, Mom. Just my pet cat, it gets venerated on my Twitch streams, that's all. That's how that conversation would go. My pet cat is venerated. He's got no donut on him anymore, but I tell you, he's gonna itch his ear too hard one day, and it's gonna go back on. He's back. He's back, and he's looking for more stray kibbles. Hey, I see you. You're not sneaky. What are you doing? Don't give me that look. You're putting in so much effort for single kibbles. You're not starving. You never have been. You've never known true hunger, Ganon, in your entire life. Except for that time that you went and got neutered, and I had to fast you for a day. Alright. Not quite what I'm looking for. It's still very... Let's see here. Oh jeez, what have I done? Oh, I've ruined it. The Donut Lord is eternal. The Donut Lord is Timbits. He's got Timbits. Oh jeez. I'm glad that my viewers love my cat. Alright, so with that being said, it is... That's right, the screen has no mute, or no mic. It is officially time for me to start getting ready for work, everyone, so thank you for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it so much. And speaking of appreciation, let us go and raid somebody who will be appreciative of seeing all of you lovely folks. If you think that my stream is nice and chill, I cannot even begin to describe how much more chill that this one is. So let me go open up just so I know how to giggling geekette, and there we go. Pull that up. Raid. So she is working on a Chibi Iron Fist mini right now. So you'll all see that in just a moment there. Have fun, everyone.